afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining the February PA meeting. Just have a couple of things I want to do first. So let's call this meeting to order. Do I have a second? Yep. Thank you, Mel. Okay, so first thing on my list is safety concern. Parents, the health and safety AP is having a complaint that students are still jumping in the stairwell, and it's causing head injuries. So we need to remind students not to jump in the stairwell. They clearly marked not to jump, but they're still having a couple. Last week there were 4 kids, I believe, had to get sent to the hospital for head injury. Elevator usage. Use elevators for students who have some form of disability can't use the stairs, and it needs to be set up so the 3 feet distance is observed. Student must be stay in their assigned location. This is for emergency use where they can be tracked in case of emergency. And we send out the policy for the auditorium, and that's starting February 2nd. The mezzanine will be closed. All students who are programmed for the auditorium for lunch, must show up for that period, and period 1 to 3 will be assigned to the cafeteria. We just need to follow the rules and make it easier for everything to move along easily. All right, so for election, so the PA, all positions are open. And just to give you guys some heads up, I will be leaving as president. Yeah, I know, sorry for that. And I can hear the boo and the crying over there. But, but I have to leave because my son would be leaving tech in June. So, I got to follow too. So all positions are open. SLT position, there's 5 SLT positions, and those are open. So for parents, you can, we're looking for, people to sign up for one of these positions. You could do it as co, you don't have to do it all by yourself. So you can always have a co for each position. And so we're asking you guys, once we finalize the date, we're looking for, before May. So once we finalize the date and get the bylaws ready, then we're going to announce the election date. All information we send out for election way before, and each candidate will be given a 5-minute speech to tell them about themselves, why they make the position suitable. And each buyer will be sent out in advance. So we're gonna request the buyer to be received, for us to get the buyer, and we're gonna send it out to every parent to take a look at. Each, give you advance notice to read the buyer, and to make your vote on the election day. Special thanks for Pat for fundraiser. She's been the queen, king, everything for fundraising, and I do really appreciate everything you do for fundraising. As I said, I can't do this all by myself, and you took the reign and did a great, wonderful job. For Shani and Michelle, they did the wish list for to help students, and Shana will give us more detail on what was done on the wish list, and they both did a great job on that one. And I'd like to thank Kim, Jennifer, Vita, and all who volunteer for the for the Lunar New Year. Everything went real great, and for the first time, I was happy to be the president of so it was wonderful, great. And I want to thank Maya, my communication, VP. Without her, you guys be having a lot of confusion with my, with me setting stuff up. But she did great job in communication, and whatever I asked, send her to send out to you parent, she did great, and I'd like to thank you for that. So, and that I am done with all my information. So I'm going to turn it over to Li Lu, who's going to do give us the treasure report.
All right. Hi, good evening, everybody. I'm going to post the treasury report on the chat. Give me 1 second. Let me show my screen. All right. So everybody should be seeing January's treasury report. So we have done $73,000 on fundraising, especially on Chinese New Year events. Between I believe December to January, we raised about 22,000 on Lunar New Year's event alone. And there is also, we don't have much activities on expenses. The only thing I want to point it out is we did sponsor our sports activities for our freshmen, for our schools. So you're seeing there's a $7,000 expenses there. That's it. If anybody has any questions, let me know.
Okay, just to follow up with what Lilu just said, we did some funding to the coach for the baseball team to get base for indoor and outdoor. So that was something we had to do, and that is for the entire school that's going to be using it. So it's not just just the baseball team. That would be for the entire school to be used. We also took part in the wish list, where we got parent, not parent, but the bands. We have bought instrument for the bands, and we're gonna have Shani give us more detail on that one. So Shani, it's your turn.
Hello. So yeah, several months ago, we had sent out an email to the teachers, basically saying what would be some items that you would like as, part of your teacher's wish list, items that you would need to help, teach your classes. And we got a response of well over 50 teachers who replied with simple things like, I would like to get markers, I would like to get dry erase boards, and it went all the way up to, I would like a new cello for music, I would like to have band equipment. And we are able to go through each item and approve the things on the list, and we essentially funded probably close to $25,000, from our funds to buy things for the teachers this year, which, they were so appreciative of, things that, they needed, things that they weren't able to get, either for one reason or another. So just let you know, that's kind of what's been happening, for the past couple of months, and that's called the teacher's wish list.
Okay. Thanks, Shani. Sarah, are you on? So, Sarah, you can talk about the parent workshop that's coming up. So we have Sarah. You're on mute. All right, so I could take over if there's an issue. So starting in March, we're gonna have 3 workshop for parents. Detail will be sent out, after the break. So, we're asking you guys to sign up for the workshop. All detail will be out in as scheduled. Okay.
So can I speak?
Yes.
So the workshop information already sent out on Tech Talk, the past weekend. So people can check it. It's about college, tuition and how to get scholarship, something like that. Yeah. So it's in March. So people can parents can sign up for the workshop.
Okay, thank you, Maya. Mr. Newman is coming in. Okay. Next on the list is Patricia. You can talk about the family appeal.
Yes, hello, everybody. Good evening. My name is Patricia Corresh. I'm going to first thank Lincoln for his kind words. I really appreciated Lincoln. And second, I'm going to ask Maya if she can translate after I speak. I'm going to be quick because nobody wants to be listening to me about money. But we have a year-long fundraising event for Family Appeal, and we are very lucky to have company sponsored this year for $20,000 if we get 40% of the parents in the school to donate. It is very important that we all together donate for, as Shani said, to get little things for our students and make their education better, and make our Brooklyn Tech the best school we can help Mr. Newman to do. So anything is that you can give is very important, even $20, $25 to, we request 800 because that's what we think we need, but any little bit counts and it goes toward our participation. To get to donate, there are several ways. So I want to be short here, but you can go to our Brooklyn Tech PA and click donate and you can read everything there. For question, please go and send questions to our treasurer. She can answer anything you need. And always, if you work for a company, please check if your donation can be matched. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Pat.
Okay, so I will very quick. 所以我翻译一下，就是刚才那个是 Patricia， 她是那个募捐的副主席，所以呢，她刚才讲到是说我们现在有一个很好的机会，可以获得到2万块钱美金的这个配捐，只要我们有整个学校40%的家长有捐款给 PA 的话，那么就可以得到这2万块钱。那这个金额是不限的，每个人捐款那个捐款的金额是不限的，你可以捐10块钱也好，20块钱也好，或者是当然我们的建议金额是说每个家庭一学年可以捐到600块钱，但是呢这个不是限制，所以呢只要你参与，因为这次的这个活动是看参与度，只要你能够积极的进行参与，然后让我们有40%以上的家长可以参与到这个募捐的活动中来的话，那我们就可以获得这2万块钱的配捐。然后，如果你有捐款的话，也可以问一下你所在的公司有没有这种配捐的活动。你可以到那个PA 的网站上去点击那个 donate 那个键，就可以进行捐款。谢谢大家。Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Maya. Okay, so next we're going to go to Mel on senior information.
Absolutely. So, great evening, everybody. And Lincoln, thank you guys for this time here. Everyone is doing a phenomenal job. I'm going to echo Patricia. If your company has a match, it's a great, easy way to give to the PA and the students. So please do that. Senior information. A lot of things are happening. They mentioned the March meeting for the workshop for the parents. It's a lot of emails that go out about that. Make sure you're staying on top of your emails as well as your child's emails, but here's some dates to write down. You don't want to miss this. The deadline for senior dues is Friday, February 18th at 11:59. After that point, you may not be able to get a yearbook. So please jump on top of that right now. You received multiple emails from Miss O'Neill. So please jump on top of that. This way you can secure your yearbook and things for your child's senior dues. That's also going to include the cap and gown and a number of other things inside of that. If you need to pay in person or you already have paid online, you need to see Miss O'Neill in 7C1. It is near the lunchroom, so some children have said that they can't get into the lunchroom. Just let the guard or whoever's at the door know that you're going to see Miss O'Neill about senior dues. All right, so and they'll let them right in so they can turn in whatever paperwork that is needed. Next thing you need to know, graduation. There's a few of us here on the e-board that love all of you, but are actually looking forward to graduation. June 24th at Arthur Ashe Stadium. The limit for tickets is 4. As of right now, 4 tickets. So please let your family members know that they might need to meet you at a nice restaurant. All right, 4 tickets for each child. June 24th, they will release the times and everything. Last year, they did a phenomenal job. They not only did it at Arthur Ashe, they streamed it live. So that way everyone who couldn't make it was able to attend in some way, shape, or form. This year, we're hoping that they lift a lot of the other things, but as of right now, the limit is 4 tickets. That has been pretty much in line even when we did the Barclays in the past, and it's June 24th. Here's my teardrop moment, ladies and gentlemen. I'm super excited, but it's a teardrop moment.
Amen.
Prom. Prom is coming up June 4th. So thankfully this year the children will be able to have a prom. So get your tissues together, get your cameras together. I'm gonna get an old school big camcorder to embarrass my daughter right there for prom. All right, ladies and gentlemen, but it's gonna be at Pier 61, a phenomenal location. I worked there many moons ago when they first opened up the Chelsea Piers. So prom, June 4th. All right, Lincoln, that's all I have right now.
Okay.
Please, everyone, keep an eye out for the Tech Talks. Tell your friends Tech Talks. If you're in the Facebook group, Tech Talks, because those have a lot of the information there. And make sure that you also checking the emails from Miss O'Neill, as well as asking your student to check the emails as well. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Mel. Next on my list, get my list there. Okay, Mary, your turn. Do you have something you want to say to us?
Sure. Can you open my chat up?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Just a couple things. During COVID, we were, and also when a student is sick and they go to the nurse and the nurse determines if they should go home, if they can go home alone, or if they need a parent to pick them up. That's how it sort of evolved during COVID, and it's continuing like that. However, if a kid is being dismissed early because they're going on a trip or a doctor's appointment or anything, they still have to be picked up if they're under 18. I still get students in my office all the time. Today, a young woman came into my office because she had to catch a flight to Paris. I let her. I called her mother, and she said, "Okay, let her leave." But I can't make that the rule. It's totally the exception. So please make sure if you are early dismissing your kid, or you have to pick them up. Another thing is that I get there's lots of catching up to do for the attendance office because of the COVID dismissals, and there's some MAP, some testing mix-ups on attendance. So they're all being fixed, but it's a slow process because there's so many people. And if you have a dispute, I want you to email the attendance office at bths.edu, which is right here. And I'll put that up on Facebook too tomorrow. And that way people will go through it and they'll make sure your request is honored. There's a school survey coming out. You'll get some codes for that soon. And then I'm not sure when the parent-teacher conferences are. Usually they're after the marking period, but maybe Mr. Newman has a date on that. But I get a lot of calls about that also, but that we don't have the date yet for those. But the marking period is not over for a month, I don't think. So we should be okay with that. And I think that's it. And have a wonderful break.
Okay, thanks, Mary. Great job. I don't think Mr. Newman is on yet. He said he's trying to get on at 7. He's
Ah,
stuck on,
okay,
yeah,
well,
he's
let's
stuck on
ask
the,
them.
yeah, stuck on the train. Yeah, stuck on the train. Okay, so while Mr. Newman is trying to get to his computer, I just have a couple more things that just popped up in my email here. Someone wants to donate stuff to the school. The best way to do that is to talk to Mr. Newman. Basically, it doesn't really come to the PA to donate equipment. So, Mr. Newman will be the best person you can talk to. I actually sent him my email with the information just now, just in case, he gets on, he see the mail. For the other person who didn't give me their name, actually, they're talking about equipment to be donated specifically for the science lab. The PA really don't fully just give equipment to one major. We do it for all the majors, but if you still want to do just to donate for that one, I'd rather you talk to Mr. Newman and basically work with him and from that point of view to get things done. Okay. All right. So that's what came over in my email so far. I mean, you guys can email me and let me know if you have anything. As I said, Mr. Newman is still having trouble getting.
He's in. I just let him
he's
in.
in. Oh, great.
here.
Thank you.
Hi.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. So, Mr.
That's all
Newman.
right.
So, Kim, you can open the chat. Let everyone in.
All right.
So, Mr. Newman, it's all you now.
All right, all me.
Yep, all you.
I am on my phone, so if there's questions in the chat, if somebody could just Lincoln or somebody could just read them to me, that would be great.
Sure. No problem. Okay, parents, the chat's open. You can ask your questions.
All right.
All right, so Mr. Newman, while they're typing, there's a parent who wants to talk to you about, two parents actually. One, want to talk about donating equipment to the school. So I actually send you the email and I refer the person, to talk to you about donating equipment.
Okay. I mean, I get. Do they have something in mind? I guess we would have to see what it is and how we would use it. But sure. Okay.
And there's a next parent who's talking about another donation for equipment, because they're saying, the science lab as, antique equipment. And I know you're in the works of trying to replace those equipment, but, due to the shortage of information, shortage of getting those equipment in, I guess this parent's willing to try to donate.
Okay. Yeah. Once again, I don't know what they're thinking. Whether they, these, I don't know how big a project they're talking about, and if they're talking about, donating money earmarked towards something or actually donating physical equipment. But surely we could talk about that. Absolutely.
Okay, I could forward you the mail. Yeah, this person is considering donating funds, to buy equipment for the labs.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. We could surely talk about that.
Okay, sure. All right, so here we go. Parent. Okay. Oh yeah, I know. I'm gonna miss you too, Marilyn. Yeah, but no, I don't need any more kids. I got enough kids. There's another email says, okay, I can donate a kid to you. No, no, please don't. I got enough to deal with. I got one at Bard, and now my son. So I got It kills me sometimes. So no, don't need any more edit. I got enough. All right, so let's go. Okay, so first question, Mr. Newman, books for 10th grader hasn't seen textbook or novel in the school since 8th grade. Are they gone for good? Can the PAL pay for them? Okay.
It's not really a money issue. I mean, there was a little bit of, at the time, due to COVID, we had all our textbooks out there. A lot of them surely did not come back. We made the conscious effort to, or the decision to move basically to virtual textbooks. We do have, we did buy virtual textbooks for most of them, either a 4 or even a 5-year license. So we still have 3 or so years left on those virtual textbooks that we've already paid for across the board. So we are going to go with those for the time being, and then see what we feel afterwards. There's obviously advantages to virtual textbooks, and I guess some disadvantages. But the advantage actually far outweigh the disadvantages. I know we're all of the ilk of, you need a book in your hand, and you need, it's just, that's the way reading happens, and that's you get mixed reviews on that one. So anyway, I have paid for virtual textbooks across the board throughout the subjects, and we have about 3 years left on those. So I'm not looking to supplant books with books we've already purchased, not this time.
Okay, next question. When will the lunchroom going to be open for students?
The lunchroom?
Lunch?
Oh, the lounge, you
Lunch,
mean?
yeah.
Lounge, okay. So the lounge room, we do have a small number of kids who've been who have gone in there. I think I was honest about this last time as well. There are so many needs COVID related with staffing that I don't really have the staff to safely open up that room. So the room is ready to go. It's just a matter of staffing the room, and I really don't have the staff to staff it. I know some guidance counselors have taken students down there for various reasons to blow off some steam and whatnot. But opening up at large is just, right now, it's not something I could do with staffing concerns. Having 2 lunchrooms operating at the same time took a real hit on our school staff who would be monitoring the lounge. So that's the issue for us now. And I know parents have volunteered their time, but I have to put a DOE employee, at least one, in there. So it might be a possibility that we could use some parent volunteers, and maybe as this thing hopefully stays subsided, COVID that is, I might be able to free up a school aide to pair with a parent. That's a possibility. I know people have emailed me graciously and volunteered their time. And so I'm surely not taking that lightly.
Okay. And if you need a PA help, let us know. We will willing to volunteer too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds great.
All right. Will after school activity resume in person soon?
Well, a lot of clubs are in person. I would say about half are in person. Clubs are only not in person if they have a certain number of kids. If you have a club with 300 kids, we can't have it in person right now. But the clubs that are, 35 and below, or some of the larger clubs are able to be in the limited number of large site spots we have. But basically, if you have a club that can fit in a classroom, 34, that would be, you're able to be in person. But some clubs have actually found more students participate if it's online. I understand that, but we really want them to be in person as much as possible. That being said, currently half are in person. Of course, PSAL activities are happening in person. So there are a lot of after-school activities going on in person. We are having a talent show this year. We are having a spring musical. So we're getting a little bit back to normalcy in that regard.
Okay, thank you. Next question. Do we know the schedule for SAT Day?
Yeah, I'm shoring that up as we speak. It's going to be the SAT in the morning, and then classes in the afternoon, truncated classes. I think it's going to be a 6 through 10 schedule. And so, do juniors, can they go in and leave at their regular time? Yeah, I mean, so they go in the morning, they can take the exam, and then they can go to class in the afternoon, which, as I said, would be only half their classes. Classes would be like 20-something minutes each. I believe the day is going to end at 2:50. So if the exam ends at 12:30, you do the math. You got 5 classes from. We'll give them lunch. Lunch should be over around 1:15 or so, and then you have classes from 1:15 to around 2:50 for 5 periods.
So junior would leave the regular time. That's basically what you're saying, right?
Juniors can what?
Leave their regular time?
Yeah, you can leave your regular time, yeah.
Okay. All right, next question. Okay, books for 10th grade. Yeah, that was it. Okay. Any news on opening of student center? My junior has been asking.
Oh, that's the same question. That's what we talked about. That's the lounge.
Okay. All right. Okay. What is the latest update on the football field?
All I can tell you is I don't have the keys, and so that means it hasn't. I mean, it does look very done. I do know that there are some inspections that still need to take place before they consider the work done, and people need to sign off on it before they give me the keys. So I don't have the keys yet. I don't know what the slowdown is at this point. I don't think any work needs to be done. As far as I'm aware, one of the last thresholds was Con Ed signing off on the electrical work, which I believe has already been done. So right now, I think city inspectors just need to come inspect the field and sign off that it's ready to go. So now that sounds easy, but I don't know, where we are on the queue to receive these inspectors. To be honest, they don't really tell me much. It's basically when it's done, they're going to give me the keys, and then it's all mine. And but I do get updates weekly, and I've been receiving this particular update I gave for the last couple of weeks. So I don't, I haven't gotten a date when the city inspectors are going to come and sign off on the project.
Okay, thank you. When you get the keys, let me know, okay?
I will. We'll go run, do a sprint. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Senior Assembly invite only says the date and start time. What should parents expect if there is an agenda that can be sent out? Is an hybrid? Oh.
What was that?
All right, so what I'm saying is the Senior Assembly invite only says the date and start time. What should parents expect? Is there an agenda that can be sent out?
I will get an agenda. I don't want to misspeak. I had nothing to do with planning this that event, so I don't want to misspeak about all the events that are going to take place. I will lean on them to send out an agenda so that the parents can know what they can expect.
Okay, thanks, Mel. Mel actually answered that question. Okay.
Just say it for the group. Or I can say it for the group. March. I just got it from my wife. I'm sorry. So, the Senior Assembly, for everyone that's asking, is March 1st at 6 p.m. More info with the agenda and everything will be sent out on February 18th. So right before the break, please check your emails. All of those things there. We're trying to let Mr. Newman off the hook while he drives safely to his home.
I pulled over. Don't worry about me. Thanks, though. Thanks,
Mel. Okay. What about students getting extra time on exam? Will they miss classes?
What do you mean? I don't know what you mean by extra time on the exam. Like that's part of their like IEP or a 504?
Well, this doesn't say if there's a IEP or 504. So this is Jennifer, if you want to redo your question so we can get it more clearly. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next one. My son has 9th period lunch at the auditorium, but the partition of the portion of the food is so small. He was told he's not allowed to go back and get more. Can this be addressed?
Yeah, they do have, it's not a ninth period thing. It's not like they're running out of food in that regard. But I hear you that maybe the portions are not enough for your son. I could ask them about maybe supplementing food or allowing people to take more than one. Let me inquire about that with food services.
Okay. Okay. Jennifer responded for the SAT.
What we talking about the SAT? Oh,
yes.
Extended time. So
Yes.
so the SAT, if you do get extended time through us, it's separate. You still need to apply, and the College Board will let you know, and we can let you know if you receive the accommodation. But just because you have the accommodation in school does not mean that you automatically get it with the College Board. I just want to state that. But yes, it is a process to fill out all the items that you need to fill out, and they should get back to you within ample time for you to know whether you're getting extended time for the SAT that's in about a month now.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Newman. For Christian, yes, I already filled out a W-9.
Okay.
All right. Okay, I resend for student. Okay. Oh, so that's the extra time for the 504 or IEP. Okay. Will kids be allowed to go out for lunch or buy from the nearby deli? Would that happen again?
Well, I don't know what again means, but we've never had outdoor lunch, and so that is something we're potentially exploring on a small scale for next year, but it's not going to be for this year. And also, we've never had that in the history of the school. Well, at least as long as I've been there, we've never had outdoor lunch.
All right, so I got one email, and I guess the same person. I got an email asking the same question. Okay, so for major selection, it's been discussed in advisory, but will there be any video or meeting with students in the major to help them choose?
I don't think there's going to be in-person meetings. I know that people want to see these spaces. I mean, it's hard to say I want to be a robotics major without seeing the robotics lab. And I understand those things. Just for safety concerns, those are normally like a free-for-all. You go at your own pace, you walk around, and the first round, when we open it up, like the first place you go, there's normally 100, 150 people crammed in a room, and obviously we can't do that. We are talking about possibly having like Zoom Q&As with students in the classes and teachers. We will definitely have videos posted online, and also students have been going to advisory class.
Okay, thank you. So Jennifer responded. She did that. I guess she filled out that question on the College Board, but she's asking, will kids miss the class if they get the extra time on their SATs?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I understand what you're saying now. Yeah, if you get extended time, you might miss your classes. I mean, be mindful that it is, a 6 to 10 schedule, and the classes are likely to be, 20 minutes in length each. It's really more important that you go through your extended time and march through the SAT. So yeah, yes, but don't worry, you'll still be more present for the day.
Okay, thanks. Do students still receive COVID testing every week? My son only got 2 at the beginning of the program and nothing since.
Yeah, COVID tests are stopped being given, but now you got your child got COVID tests today if they had PE. If not, they'll get it tomorrow, and those are to be utilized over the break. So we know people might be traveling and whatnot, and so those will be used over the break. I've received no direction whether they will be given after the break. I don't think so. So, but
Okay.
so your son will get them, either got them today or will get them again tomorrow. Them being 2 tests. I'm sorry, for the break.
Okay, so this parent sent me an email. She said our son only got only 2 kits like a month ago, and I've not received any since, even at the gym when he has class. You know, so
Yeah, yeah. The program stopped for a while, and when things sort of subsided, they took a few weeks where they didn't give it to students. So yeah. So anyway, you're doing okay, I guess. Hopefully, and like I said, you'll have 2 kits, 2 tests either today or tomorrow, and that might be the last of the distribution of tests. You know, I think everybody's aware. And I can surely send out the information that there's availability to get tests sent to you directly by the government, and so I think they supply 4 tests that you could hold on to.
okay, yeah, but that usually take like, I think they indicated 3 weeks in order to get before you get one.
Yeah.
Okay, so next question. Okay. Please do Zoom question and answer for majors. Okay,
Yeah.
that's one person. Could juniors and senior help out sophomores with choosing major? You know, like peer counseling.
I think my audio just went out, but yeah, I mean, we normally do that. That's who does the presentations. So the juniors and seniors are the ones that normally, if we do a Q&A, and they also do inside the advisory classes.
Okay, would they get credit for, you know, like service credit? I believe they're talking about.
Oh, I don't know if we give them for the service credit. That would be a COSA question. I think usually the kids are happy to do it. I'd be happy to arrange for them to get service credit though.
Okay. Any of the senior important dates for this year?
I don't know. I mean, we got graduation, we got the prom. I don't even know when the prom is off the top of my head. I don't even know if a date.
Yeah, I think, you know? Yeah, yes, I do. Mel, I said it before. Mel, what was the prom date again? Mel, yeah, okay, we do know the prom date. We sent it out. Go ahead, Mel. You're open.
June 4th is the prom. Again, ladies and gentlemen, senior dues due from the 18th. Graduation June 24th. Arthur Ashe. Senior assembly March 6th. Got it. So prom March 1st. See, I guess got corrected. Senior assembly March 1st. Prom June 4th. Pier 61, Chelsea Piers. Beautiful venue. June 24th. Graduation. Arthur Ashe. Senior assembly March 1st. So that's a typo in the chat. I will change that for everyone. You'll receive more information on that on the 18th. And you will also receive the agenda and everything else that's going on with senior assembly on the 18th as well.
Right. Just don't forget to pay the dues, the senior dues. It's due tomorrow, last day, before midnight, I believe, right? Okay. Okay, so if student doesn't have PE tomorrow, how can I get the kit? The COVID test kit.
You should have got them today. Did your student get them today? If not, you could stop by my office. But
he didn't.
Okay, all right. Stop by my office. I'll grab a couple of kits and give it to him.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Mr. Lemon. Any more questions? I have no more email coming in. So okay. I didn't miss anything, right? If I missed something, please repost it. All right, so nope. So just keep a mind of, ladies and gentlemen, the election, all positions are open, okay? And you can do co for every position. So I'm asking you guys to, when we put the date out, please, I'm asking you guys, just sign up and, you know, we can have a new PA board in place. We're trying to get this so when we transition, everything goes smoothly and everyone learn from the previous board and we can move smoothly into the coming fall. Okay? All right, seems like there's no more questions. Look like we can call this meeting. Here's a good, okay. So we can call this meeting adjourned. Do I have a second? Thank you, Kim. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, have a great spring break, and we see you in a week. And don't forget, election, please, once we send information out, please join up, sign up. Okay, thank you all.
Thank you, Lincoln.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
everybody, for
Thanks,
coming.
Lincoln.
Okay.